all these guys are wearing dresses. Everybody's like, oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses. No, it's not.
That is a weird
It's
thing.
not like that. Look at it from a different way. Look at it. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully.
If I have to be honest, I was praying for this.
Propaganda in Hollywood movies is built into the ingredients list. It's like if you want flour, you need wheat. Like, you're going to have to get the wheat. And if you want to be able to make movies about certain subjects, you have to be willing to work with some people. That, it would be nice if you made it so that this is what we're trying to accomplish, and this is showing the negative side of this other society, and this is and this is our hero. Is our hero who's going to go do America's bidding and go over there, and you're like, okay. And those movies are successful, and so they continue this relationship, and you become a bit of a propaganda arm for the government, and in turn, they don't fuck with you.
Right. But that's what makes information so powerful is, you don't care how people feel about the ritual. It's about does following the ritual work.
Yeah.
And so you can fool yourself into thinking there isn't one, but the evidence will be clear. So like when I when I be like, all these guys are wearing dresses. Everybody's like, oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses. No, it's
That
not.
is a weird
It's
thing.
not like that. Look at it from a different way. Look at it. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully. That's how you understand what a ritual is.
That hit so deep because people were saying there are many white people that did the same thing. So when only going after black people, I'm like, bruh, who has put on a dress and did get a bunch of good rope?
That's how you understand what a ritual is. So 20 years ago, I knew that transgenders was going to be a thing. It wasn't because I was a prophet. It's just I had gotten so much information that I understood
The
that
pattern.
things are secular. So I understood that the earliest I had seen that word transgender was Baphomet, the transgender. And so I knew that in the ritual of Baphomet, the transgender, to show allegiance to him, you had to kiss his ass ring.
Really?
And it said both of those things. So I knew that both of those things would become popular in the future. And that somehow calling people the goat would be normalized over the sheep being always the most popular reference.
When people were starting calling people the goat, I was like, as a Christian, didn't the goat usually scare us off? It was my experience. All this demon stuff with people that look like demons or goats. I was like, yo, why didn't I put these two together? We're calling people the goat, which generally for Christians, we're talking about a freaking demon. You're the goat! I'm like, wait a second. We normal the most evil, unique things. And it's weirdly connected. And it actually makes me feel that maybe not everybody can see that, but the people at the top, they might actually just throw the stuff out there, hoping it sticks around. Yeah, call yourself the GOAT. You're praising something you don't know, but call yourself the GOAT. Because you're doing the demon's bidding through me.
I always wonder whether or not all the stories in the Bible, it's just where we are experiencing it. Like the mark of the beast thing that we were talking about earlier. If that is not, I think if you had to tell a story for so many years
Yeah.
before anybody ever even figured out how to write it down, and you're telling a story about a civilization that allowed people to put brain implants in them, and then all of a sudden the brain implants were hijacked by machines, and people became just meat zombies controlled by corporations. That would be the mark of the beast. That would be a demonic thing. If a demon tricked human beings into wearing a hat that turned you into a zombie, that demon would be like a famous character in books and folklore. But that demon exists, and it's just technology. It just shows itself through this desire for the newest, latest innovations that are going to constantly fuel it becoming more and more powerful. Until one day it tricks you into letting it into its head, like a vampire. Like the vampire stories, you had to let him in, remember?
And I do think that Joe Rogan is onto something, because he's right. If you were living back in the day and you had to describe to the people in the future what you're seeing, maybe the dragon that the person was seeing was planes, helicopters shooting missiles, and it was the best way they can describe it. Of course, I mean, it makes sense if you want to see it from a non-believer. And boy, anything unless you have the mark on your hand. What they want to do right now in the future, if you don't take specific things in your body, you can only use the mark to buy stuff. It's technology, it's 2024, go with the future. Mark of the beast, without that you can't buy anything. Yeah, but it's for the good for the society. We need to keep everybody healthy. One type of money to rule them all, one country to rule them all. Yeah, NATO getting gangster, put every country together. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you don't have to be a believer to see the link. That's my point. That's all I'm saying, you know? But anyway, that's it. I just wanted to point it out. I'm glad Katt Williams went to the show, because the whole thing that he said, show me a person that wore a dress that isn't a star right now. You can do that. Let me know in the comment section if you can find it. Like, share the usual. If you enjoyed the content, subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Don't get me wrong, ma cosa kita bong. Put a fire na mi blonde, kush hash, purple skunk, criollo, colombici, jam, jam, turloqueta, verdeta, welcome.